Okay, here at Adopting Bitcoin 2022 with Roy from Breez Wallet. How are you doing?
Doing great. How are you?
Excellent, excellent. Temperatures are nice. A lot of people here. How do you enjoy the conference so far?
I love El Salvador and I love adopting Bitcoin. I think these guys are doing an amazing job, like educating people about Bitcoin and Lightning. So yeah, having fun.
Awesome. So Breez Wallet is one of, I think, the most innovative Lightning wallets. It has a podcast integration. It has a point of sale. When did you start it, and how did you come up with the idea?
So we started back in 2018. Actually, we started because there wasn't a Lightning wallet that provided a great user experience in a non-custodial fashion. Meaning you had Wallet of Satoshi and you had Blue Wallet, which were great wallets, but they were doing Lightning in a custodial fashion. And we wanted to bring Lightning to the masses, but keep all the properties of Bitcoin, meaning peer-to-peer, censorship resistant, not your keys, not your Bitcoin. And that's why we started creating Breez. And since then, we've been experimenting with different user experiences. I never called Breez a wallet. So for me, Breez is the interface to the Lightning economy. So we added a point of sale interface that allows merchant to accept Bitcoin without having a bank account, or we added the podcast player that allowed users to listen to podcasts and to stream sats to content creators.
For me, it's always interesting to ask about the business model. Bitcoin and Lightning has, it's open source, it's free, it's ideally even like low to no fees. What is your intention in that direction?
So Lightning has an inherent business model, which is Lightning fees. We created this concept of an LSP, a Lightning Service Provider. So whenever you download Breez and you use Breez, you are connected by default. It's open, but by default you're connected to the Breez LSP, meaning all your payments are being routed via the Breez LSP, and we take a Lightning fee because of this payment. Now, I think there's a misconception. Lightning shouldn't be free, and it shouldn't be cheap, meaning if you want to do Bitcoin, you need to realize that there's a fee you need to incur in order to interact with Lightning. The fact that Lightning is free, it means that it's not being incentivized enough. So we need to encourage more incentivation, and we need to bring Lightning to more people, and people need to use Lightning more in order for Lightning to be profitable. But it's very, very important for Lightning to be profitable, because if it wouldn't be profitable, it will be like a Tor project, which is completely philanthropic, and then it will fail.
Interesting. Bitcoin Beach Wallet, the community here in El Salvador, they made it happen so that people use it in real life. And I think the first thing they figured out is people, they don't actually want Bitcoin because of the volatility. So they implemented now a thing called stable sats, right? Do you have any ideas in that direction to have something similar?
First, I don't argue with the market. Like if users tell me that they need something that is not volatile, we will try to provide them with that. But we want to figure out a solution that provides a stable coin solution without without being custodial solution. So there are exciting projects coming in the near future, like the Tower project from Lightning Labs, and we will look into how we integrate that and bring that to our solution as well.
On the other hand, Bitcoiners don't really care about the dollar.
Exactly, and that's most of our users are Bitcoiners. But if we want to cross the chasm and bring Lightning to more people, maybe we'll see higher demand when it comes to stable sats.
Do you might know if the typical Breez user likes Breez that much that he's only using Breez, or it's someone that just likes a lot of different wallets and tries different wallets?
Most of our users have multiple wallets. So I think since we didn't cross the chasm and it's still an enthusiastic ecosystem, people like to learn, and they're not tying themselves to a single solution. They want to experiment and to work with whatever works best for them. There are some wallets that are better at on-chain, because Breez, for example, isn't focused on an on-chain experience. We're very much focused on the Lightning experience. So if you're a heavy Lightning user, you will use Breez. But if you're a heavy on-chain user, you will likely to choose a different solution.
It's very fascinating for many to realize how Lightning enables a payment flow. right? And so the podcast integration shows this very well that you can suddenly earn per minute, right, or per stream, and then even have the boost tab, and the value for value economy, right? So I think that was a big, very very positive experience to see. Okay, like when I consume a podcast, it's education, and everyone knows invest in yourself first, right? Like invest in your own education. But podcasts are free. So, but then I realized, hey, this was actually very, very valuable. I should invest. I should give back. I want this. I want to pay for this, right? So, could you maybe explain, like, how do you launch a podcast that has this feature enabled, where the podcast host can receive satoshis from the listeners per minute and receive the boost?
Yeah, the podcast it's called podcasting 2.0, and it's part it's part from the value for value movement. If you are a podcaster and you want to start earning sats, you don't need to register at Breez. You register to the Podcast Index platform. It's podcastindex.com, and you have podcasterwallet.com. You just go there and you register your node, and then Breez users, Fountain users, Albi users, all the users of the wallets that support Podcasting 2.0 can start streaming sats to your node. So it's an open architecture and open platform.
Do you have any filter on your app to say, like, this is the top 10 this month or something?
Yeah, we have inside the podcast area. We have a discover screen, and in discover screen you see the most popular podcasters. Yeah.
And the point of sale feature in Breez, is that used a lot?
Yes. Again, you asked me if a typical Breez user uses a single wallet. So the answer is no. But if you're a merchant and you want an experience that is tailored to your experience as a merchant, you want to use a point of sale interface. That's why the Breez Wallet is very popular among merchants. So we have a very easy to use Square-like interface for merchants, and you can also add like an item catalog. You can add an admin password. You can print receipts. So it's a fully featured point of sale solution.
So I was at Tel Aviv at the embassy, one of the best Bitcoin embassies, and I think it's a very vibrant community in general, right? At Tel Aviv. You're also based there?
Yes, I'm based there, and we actually added another community to the Bitcoin embassy in Tel Aviv, which is Pleb TLV, where we try to cultivate the next wave of Bitcoin Lightning companies. It's a very very vibrant community, but not enough entrepreneurs. So we're trying to educate the community on how to build Bitcoin and Lightning companies.
Awesome. Do you see adoption, like, locally? So in terms of like the merchant adoption and user adoption of Breez?
No, Israel is bad in that regard. The mindset.
We need a Bitcoin Beach community.
And there's no like. People in Tel Aviv are like typical Western people. They're living a comfortable life. They don't understand the challenges of living in emerging economies. So
is Breez also mostly appreciated or used in those areas?
Not necessarily. It's either, yeah. So emerging countries are heavy users of Breez, but also people that appreciate financial freedom. So Germany, for example, we have lots of users in Germany, because there's something about Germans that understand and appreciate the value of freedom.
Yeah, we're also in terms of financial, right? Like my grandmother, they know hyperinflation, what it means, how devastating the effects are. So maybe final question: what are you excited about in terms of development in the Bitcoin ecosystem, Lightning, Bitcoin features, stuff like that?
I think it's an exciting time because we see the trend in the Lightning ecosystem from horizontal solutions like Lightning node implementation, node management software, wallets. We now starting to see vertical pinpointed solutions. So we're starting to see solutions around podcasting. We are starting to see solutions around music that will come up later this year. So I'm excited to see this like niche vertical solutions pop up more as time goes by.
Excellent. Where can people follow you and Breez?
Breez_tech on Twitter. We have a Telegram group, Breez Lightning. We're all over the place. Just ping us and join our community.
Thank you so much for the interview and best of success.